wine tonight, y'all. Hi, Pretty Link. Hey, Vivian. Hey, Cal. Hi, Lifestyle. E-Healing. Hey, Don Mary. Appreciate you. So that obviously is transpiring. I'm sure there's a lot on a lot of our hearts. I spent the whole day speaking to the families of Tanisha and peace vibes. And time going. I spent the whole day talking to her family, heavy-hearted. And all of her sisters, they obviously all want her home. They're all overwhelmed. We all are overwhelmed. And this is, obviously several times now that she's tried to get out and she's being beaten for trying to leave. She was beaten last night, severely beaten. The family did speak to Tanisha, and her lip is busted, her face is completely... What's going on right now is something that's so hard to fathom. It's almost like it's not real, right? Doesn't it feel like, wait, what? How is this happening? Is this 2020? Like, are we in the real world? Like, what? The police did go to their house last night, and they covered for him, of course. And none of them admitted to him beating on Malia. And it has gotten to the point now where her family obviously is overwhelmed. They don't know what else to do because she's tried to run. She can't get away. When she runs, she gets beaten. We have to continue to stand firm in speaking her name. I do believe she is gaining her strength. I do believe that she is building her courage because the process of leaving is not just something that you can just do while you're there. It's something that little by little she's starting to see the steps that she's going to need to take. And I'm going to turn off these comments in a minute, but she tried to leave and she was attacked. And she was forced to stay. That is an actual fact. She was beaten for leaving. As he would say, he's putting her in her place, disciplining her. She was out of line. She embarrassed him online. She walked away in front of all those people online. So he had to check her, as he would call it, right? And what's starting to happen is the same pattern that was happening with Vel. And eventually, she gets completely exhausted and tired of the abuse. And even though she's totally brainwashed and she doesn't have her mind and she does not control, she will start to build and muster up that courage. And, one of the most important things that was said to her when she was traveling today with her family, one of the things that we made sure to say was, you're in a public place, you're at the airport, you are in danger, run. Because he won't run after you, he won't come for you, he won't make a scene at the airport, he won't do any of that. Because she's completely covered, because she's completely beaten up. So she had to cover her whole face, her whole body. And so her having the courage and the ability to run is truly her only escape at this point. He has told her over and over again, though, if she tries to leave, that he will kill her. He says that he will kill her and bury her in the jungle and tell everyone that she left and they don't know where she is. These are his words verbatim. So not only has he threatened her life, she's afraid to leave. When she tries to leave, she gets beaten for it, and he tells her, we'll just kill you and bury you. This is not something that is entertainment or a joke. This is not something that can be taken lightly. Now, what I'm seeing, obviously, because he is on a public platform, that we just got that little itsy bitsy glimpse. And you guys now get to see what I've been saying to you and what everybody else has been speaking on after they leave there. But you just scratch the surface. You see nothing. You don't actually see and hear and, watch the actual beatings. That's the torture. But this man still has access to be online. You guys are still entertaining him like this is some sort of performance. You guys are still feeding into this whole drama that people are cloud chasing, people are after him, people are this. No, people are telling you the truth because there are these women who are there whose lives are seriously in danger. And when there's a fucking funeral, then y'all gonna say, oh my God, wow, they said that. They said that when he said, they said, oh my God, yeah. You think it's a joke. You think you have some man in your face throwing his penis around and dancing, being some stripper, telling you he's your Messiah. Meanwhile, what he really wants to do is to be in his sex industry, be with his transsexuals, be gay, but he wants to hide that because that's not accepted in the community. That's not something that's approved of. So these women are being beaten on because he has to hide from being who he really is. When you gotta watch transgender porn before you have sex with your woman, something ain't right with you. Transsexual porn. When you have when you have penis pictures, dick pics in your phone that you look at, something's not right. When you have men sending you messages and you say it's working, you're working for the kingdom. Because as long as somebody's giving him money, it's considered work, right? If you're gay, just be gay. If you're transsexual, just be transsexual. That's neither here nor there. You shouldn't be beating these women because you're frustrated with who you are and not free to be yourself. You're sodomizing these women, ruining, completely demolishing. You guys, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you put yes in the comments if you guys are able to hear me? Now, Black Jade had made a comment that, let's see, Star dropped some bombs. He hadn't been live since then. You're right. I'm getting ready to upload a video that Star did. She is getting ready. She's going to let a little bit come out at a time. She's not going to drop everything she has at once, but that girl is fit to be tied. She's highly upset over what's going on with that baby. She believes that the baby had been sacrificed
like a lot of us are maybe thinking had happened. So yeah. And also I just wanted to say too that this girl is an ex carbonation member. So she really knows what she's talking about. And she warned Malia before all of this happened, like months ago. And she still wouldn't listen. So I'll let you guys get back to listen to what she has to say.
Their anus because you desire to be with a man. Point blank, period. Whether you say it looks like a woman, whether it's a transsexual, but whatever you want to say it is. Nobody's homophobic. Be yourself. But not at the expense of these women being beaten on a regular basis, never being able to live up to what these standards are. And the whole pull towards this sexual energy is that when you're in his mind with those energies, you don't have to be in a committed thing. It's just sex. You can have sex whenever you want. Everybody's free with the sex, right? But with the women, it's like you got to deal with the emotions. You got to deal with the drama. You got to deal with them being jealous. You got to deal with this XYZ. So I'm leading into that not because I give a shit about who I'm stuck in, but because that's what's creating all of this trauma that these women are having to be abused because that little boy inside of him that was abused by someone else is playing itself out. And these women have to pay the price for what he suffered because he doesn't want to heal. But we passed that. We have way past that because at this point, this is women's lives in danger. Okay? Tanisha literally sat and talked to the family and said, this is what she deserves. She's a whore. And that she deserves to be beaten because she's disrespectful. And that this is what is needed because he's disciplining her and teaching her how to be a woman. Now you can obviously see this is someone not in their right mind. She said that the way he treats her is how he shows his love. And it's how he cares for her by beating her because that's what she needs. And taking out fake loans and money in her name is so that she can support him because the white man is against them. And so they're using the system, this Babylon that they're claiming it is. But when it's going in his pocket, it's okay. Right now, it's just a ticking bomb to one of these women's lives. Literally. And it's a sad reality. It's a painful reality. But Tanisha Dulé, your life is completely in danger. And while we understand that you are terrified because you try to leave, you get beaten. He tells you if you leave, you're going to get killed. So you're trapped. You don't know which way to go. And you have these other women around you peer pressuring you, telling you, oh, you want to get him arrested, you want to get him in jail, you're going to go to the police on him, you're going to tell the police that he beat you, woo, 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 woo. So then he beats you more. We understand that you're afraid and you don't know which direction to go in. But I want to tell you right now, this second, we are here to help you. The moment you call, there will not be a second of delay. There won't be a second to wait. Let your name be your symbol for you. The more you delay, the more your life is at risk. Run at any chance that you get, anyone that you meet in public, anywhere that you go. I know they supervise you to the bathroom. You can't even pee on your own. Somebody's standing at the door. I was there. You can't even walk on your own. You can't use your phone. Using his phone. You don't have no line. You have no access to anything because somebody's always watching. We know what you're dealing with. We understand. I was right there with you. The next opportunity, I don't care how afraid you are, scream, Run, use your voice, and get out. Get out. Because how are we going to tell your family what happened to you? And we saw this. We watched it. And people entertaining it. There was some silly girl on there kiki and laughing, carrying on, while he's calling you every kind of bitch, whore, slut, every kind of name. I mean, people really think this is entertainment. Meanwhile, it's your life that's at risk and in danger every single second. Based on his bipolar schizophrenic disorder. Clinically, the man is ill. And he's ill now at your expense. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about nothing. You're going to be good. Just get out of there. Run for your life. Speak to the first person you can. Tell them you are in grave danger. I know you can hear my voice, and I know you will find a way, and you will hear this. I've been told by everyone that you guys watch. And this is the only reason that I'm using my voice. Because if I didn't tell this story, no one would know the truth. In depth. And now more have come out to tell the story. So many courageous ones have come out in the recent months. This last slew of people that have left have been no joke. And that's why you see the first person to ever join Tron is gone. Gone. It's falling. The entire thing, there is nothing. There is not even an establishment there. It's just a running joke. The only thing that's feeding it is you people continuing to entertain him. And he considers it the righteous thing to do and the right way to beat and discipline his wife by beating on her. So just know every time you're participating in that and you're supporting that. Allegio Prado is canceled. There is no room on this planet for that. These women deserve to have their lives. And stop fucking telling me if she want to be there, if she choose to be there. She is not in her right mind. Understand and listen to us all who have told you all the same thing. They are under the MK Ultra. They are under his complete hypnosis. You think a woman's going to say a man treats her good after he just beat her the night before? She's literally a bot. She is just repeating what she's hearing. She's not even speaking her own mind. So I want to say we really need to hold a strong fast, a minimum of 3 days. You know, the last time we did it, we had 77 women that fasted with me. And then right after that, Syrian and Mente left. 2 weeks after that, Velvet's mom spoke. Velvet left, and now Tanisha. So I strongly believe that we as a community cannot take this lightly. And we do have to allow the spiritual powers that be to do their work because he is self-destructing. He is doing it to himself consistently. And the only way for us to actually see some sort of results and to help Tanisha is to go with him. Truly. The police try and they lie and cover for him. You know, there's only but so much that can happen. Right? Now we do remember when Kay, what was the girl's name? The one from with her mom. Man, you had news coverages, you had BBC, you had all kind of people asking questions. And when you see the girls from New Orleans or Louisiana, some of the black girls being beaten and coerced by some man, don't nobody show up nowhere. There's no news, there's no outlet, there's nobody talking about it. These women are just being beaten to death. Being beaten down to a pulp. And nobody gives $2. Instead, people are focused on stupid ass conspiracy theories. Who's this? Who's that? dumb, broke asses, and y'all are entertaining them, which are also in cahoots with him. Okay? Y'all be falling for the okey doke every single time. These people who have given you the wrong addresses to where he was, never was there, all planned. Telling you they got the address, telling you they found out where he is, lies. If you ain't hear it nowhere, you heard it today. Lies. Okay? All of that shit's made up. All of that shit is just for people so they can keep doing what they relevant want to do and try to make it news. Ain't no news. This is people's lives. Here are people who actually experience this fuck shit. Okay? Use your brain. Think about it. Make calculations in your mind. Now that we're on the outside and we can actually see, we all are like, yo, this dude needs to be handled. It's not right. And it's never going to be right because he's never going to change. I want to say to the families that are in pain, it's really, really hard talking to the family members because it's like these are people who are literally suffering and watching the people that they love be tormented and be completely abused. And it's like they feel helpless because they can't do anything because she's brainwashed and she's saying like a walkie-talkie, because if she doesn't say she's okay, if she doesn't pop off and defend him, he's gonna beat her again. Because what you guys don't know, whenever parents, sisters, siblings call in and questioning him and asking about them, he then beats them for telling them that, oh, you didn't defend me enough. You making me look crazy in front of the people. You making it seem like I'm holding you hostage. You making it seem like I'm making you be here, like I'm forcing you. Meanwhile, when they try to leave, you beat the shit out of them. So all this that he's trying to pretend that he lets them leave at free will, now you see for yourself that is a complete lie. That's just for the cameras. I'm trying to make them go. I tell them all the time to leave. Lies. She gets her face smashed in, broken her whole body into a wall. The whole wall has her print left in it from him beating her so bad. Tanisha.
Yeah, you guys, have you noticed how he'll make a big show out of it too? Every time that he'll get online and he'll start saying how he tells them to leave and they don't. He does these big shows in order to cover his butt. It's crazy.
Okay? Answer me that one. So understand that this is extremely, extremely serious. And the family is very concerned and they want her home. You know, yes, they get frustrated, they get upset because of what she's saying, because she sounds like a bot. You know, it doesn't seem like it makes sense because she's saying, you know, oh yeah, he's this, he takes care of me, he does that, because he's right there. And of course, if she says anything the wrong way, she gets popped. You guys saw it on live. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, hoe. Right? You know what happens when that camera goes off if she didn't say the right thing? You don't see her holding her mouth and you don't see somebody straining like afraid for their life and terror to say the wrong thing? She tried to slam and walked out the door. He went out there and body slammed her. Yo, y'all think this is a game. She got the beating of her life last night. Okay? And we have to really understand what's happening. Not only their health house. They all have it. All of them. Every single one of them. Sickness, beatings, manipulation, extortion, exploitation, sex slaves. I mean, abuse, the child abuse when the child was there. Thank God she's no longer there. The list goes on and on and on. It's not a joke and it's not a game. I feel like I need to end this live. And we need to be in deep thought and send Malia our best wishes. Really pray over her soul. If it moves you to fast, please do so. Sun up to sundown, just liquid fast, just pure liquids. See Tanisha coming home to her family. Your family wants you home, Tanisha. Janelle wants you home. She is welcoming you and waiting for you with open arms. We're all waiting for you. No matter what was said, frustration today, it's just because sometimes people don't understand. So we spend long hours talking so that people can understand that you are not in your right mind. We know that. We know that you are completely dominated right now. And those things were expressed and really understood. So the moment you're ready, know that we are here. And that you have choices. And that you can leave. And you will be okay. Run for your life the very moment you get the chance. I don't know if there's anything else that we needed to speak on. Amen. Absolutely. Say that. Yes. Yes, God is real. Call Tanisha home. She is home safe with her family, her biological family. Her mind is awake. She remembers who she is, Tanisha DeLay. She remembers. Yes. Yeah. And if it says she got to sneak out in the night, if she's got to do whatever she's got to do, just get yourself out there. You got them legs, you know how to run. Run. You know. And just hold firm. Just hold firm in knowing that Tanisha will get out. I even believe Aya or Shay will get out. Also, Kayla Buckner, I believe she will get out too. They're watching these beatings. They're watching all the abuse. They may not have their soul, but they have a heart. Mm-hmm. And that fight or flight instinct, when you're in fear for your life, something happens. There's something that happens. So let's just remember that God is very much in place. Just like we never thought everybody else would have left. But they left. And they are safe. And we are examples that you can live your life. You're not going to die. You're not going to go to hell. There's nothing that's going to happen bad to you. You're blessed. You're valuable. You're worthy to have your own free mind. deserve to be loved. And we hold that space for you, Tanisha, and we see you coming home. We really do. And
Okay, guys, but do we expect her to come home in the way that she did? I mean, really. Okay, I put the link up, you guys. If does anybody have anything they want to come up to the panel and say, any comments or anything before we end this? I want to kind of open the panel up and give people a chance to. I know a lot of people care about. I don't even want to call her Malia, but I want to use my platform to kind of give anybody a chance to speak out and say how they feel about this. So if no one is going to come forward, I put the link up here in the chat. But if no one's going to come forward, I think we're just going to end it on this note. I think I'm going to go live later and do a video on Star, because she has a lot to say. Like I said, I believe she, in the next few days, she gets better, she's going to be coming out and giving information, a lot of information, and it's hard telling what all she's has to say. Yeah, Tanisha, we need to start calling her by her name, because that demon, he gave her the name Malia, but her name is Tanisha. So we need to call her by her name, not by the demon name that he gave her. So yes, you guys all have a blessed day, and I will be on here sometime later, and we will watch the Star video.